Welcome to the Golden Nuggets.
Hi business owners, Hanif here from the Golden Nuggets podcast. If you haven't heard already, we recently launched the Podium and it was well received. So the Podium is a community where you not only learn from us but also other business owners in the community. On top of that, you get to be featured for one episode on the podcast itself, to share about your business and promote the campaign that you are running. To be a part of the Podium, you simply need to sign up at tgnpodcast.com/thepodium. So this $250 startup price offer is only valid for the next 10 sign up. So see you on the Podium. Hey guys, welcome back to the Golden Nuggets podcast. This is part 2 with Nabill Chikis.
Alright.
That name stuck. Every time you say Nabill, it's Nabill Chikis.
Yeah. When I go on the streets, people, hey Chikis. I'm like,
Yeah, I remember. Because we were at the Barbersa event and somebody was like, hey Chikis, and you turn and I was like,
funny.
Okay, so before we talk about more about the current challenges that you face in business right now, I think just now you touched a bit about your family living in rental flat and all that. How challenging was it growing up with your parents not having that consistent income because they are entrepreneurs also?
Okay, so it was challenging, but alhamdulillah we got a lot of family support. Yeah. So there were some days that it was quite challenging for us lah. Sometimes the electricity cut off. Yeah. But it never go for a day lah. So sometimes my family will get some support and then electricity will go back on. You know, and sometimes my aunts will provide some lauk.
Okay.
You know? So we never go hungry. We never go. Cold through the night or whatever lah. So we thankfully we have a good family ecosystem, and my mom and dad, they are always persevering, trying to find money lah. Yeah. So it was tough, but it teaches us a lot of things lah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, back then a lot of people have, especially the older generations, they have this mentality and mindset where just work your 9 to 5, earn that CPF money, and then you'll be safe. But your parents are entrepreneurs from the get-go. How is their relationship with their own siblings and their own other family members, extended family members? Because this is my personal experience. Because I do have some aunts and uncles who used to run businesses. It didn't work out. And then of course there were times where it is difficult for them. Then they have to borrow money from family members and all. And that causes a lot of strain within the siblings or the extended family itself.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way with your extended family?
Okay, so definitely there are strains, there are family politics and all lah. Which I won't go deeper on this podcast, but it's not a bit of roses lah. Yeah. There's but we always have very supportive family members, because our family is quite big.
Okay.
Right. So of course there are some animosity. People who don't like and all lah. But one thing good that I realized, my family, everybody's getting older, so they realize is to be there for one another lah. Even for those people who don't like, in the end they all do still help one another. And there are some rifts, of course, but what we realize as a family, in the end we are all still family. Yeah. So it's good that alhamdulillah we come from a not very non-toxic. Compared to other families that I see lah, we are quite okay lah. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay. What kind of family and extended family would you want to have and also nurture when the time comes where you and your and your business take off and you are of a certain financial comfortability?
Okay. So right now, alhamdulillah, I'm able to hire my own family, my extended family lah. Like my cousin and all to come to Airport Chikis, and also like my another cousin who's also in media to do photography for us and everything.
Okay.
So mostly the resources I get actually for family, and it's good to provide them these opportunities also. To be right now. Last time we used to, when we were difficult, when we go through tough times, they help us. But now when they're going through tough times, we are able to provide employment. Yeah. So alhamdulillah lah for that. Yeah.
Okay, and that is something that you want to nurture throughout your own life as yourself and also your business grows bigger lah.
Yes. I remember the generosity and the goodwill of my family lah. So my extended family. So right now, of course, I want Chikis to be the one that, for us to be the one that's helping out others instead of us being helped back then. So right now, alhamdulillah, we get to support some families that some of my family members that are in need. Alhamdulillah, we get to support them lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nabil, you mentioned that you've stayed in rental for quite some time, right? And then please don't cancel me, guys. It's from my own personal experience.
Yeah.
So back then I used to drive for courts. So sometimes we get like places at rental areas. So usually when I drive, and then there's always like cases, there's always like police cars and so on. Has that in any way affected you? I don't know about the environment that you live in, but there seem to be like cases to wherever I used to drive, especially the rental areas.
Got one morning I open the door, I see a blue tent outside my balcony.
Oh, just outside
my house. Buka pintu, open door, there's a blue tent. Someone they're down there already. Yeah. And then every time there's like
yours is first floor, is it?
Second floor.
Oh.
Like, oi.
But it's at your corridor or?
No, not my corridor, but down.
Bawah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bawah. That's downstairs.
Okay.
And then there's domestic violence and ambulance always come, and sometimes you see needles at the staircase.
Oh.
Yeah. So the police is always here lah. In fact, police was here last week. Yeah, it's always common. Yeah.
So has that in any way affected you, or like your mentality? You're thinking like, okay, now you're trying your best to strive to make sure that Chikis becomes a success story, right? Has that in any way affected you?
I think so I understand the plight of these people. The rental flat, right? I mean, everybody have a bad impression, but when you speak to them, right, when you try to empathize with them, right, it's different.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
That my neighbor, right, his mom sick, requires a lot of attention and everything, and then just very bad circumstances that they end up that way. And what we call this is Allah's ujian lah, right? It's all, everybody goes through a different test, and the thing is sometimes like I've spoken to a lot of social workers also, and they say like sometimes you don't want to be helped, right? But I argue with that, like, because nobody wants to stay poor, right? It's if you speak to them and because sometimes they say that just to brush you off, to brush the social worker off, right? I don't go for job fairs and everything, but they don't understand. Like, I don't want to go for job fairs, I don't want to go seek employment because I have a sick mom at home, or I have like many children at home, right? So that's why I will still work, grab food and everything, right? I don't want to get a steady job. Meanwhile, the government try to push them to go get a steady job, but there's this problem they're not solving. Like,
Yes.
I have many kids at home, I have a sick mom, and all of this lah. So
and that stable $2,000, $3,000 income may not be sufficient for them, especially like with a big family.
correct, yeah. So when they do like jobs like Grab Food, Foodpanda, sometimes they will be able to earn more, and whenever their family is in need, they can just come back. Yeah. So sometimes when I hear social workers say that, they don't understand. They are not able to empathize with that lah. And how does it affect me? When I did Chikis, I shared my pack over TikTok and everything. There were other home-based business at my blog also. So funny thing is, I receive orders for my own blog.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I went there, I deliver. Then they look at me. They're like, hey, you're from that TikTok. Then I'm also doing my own business, my own home-based business. So a lot of people, rental flats, right? They are looking at home-based business as a way out. So right. So alhamdulillah, when they see that I'm able to do it, they are able to do it also. So how it affects me now, I feel like I'm also doing this because of them also lah. Like I want to succeed because of them.
Yeah, you're the leader. You have to succeed. You have to give them more encouragement.
Yes, inshallah. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's very deep also actually.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I mean, to further reiterate what Hanafi asked, for you personally, because it's quite common when you mix with a certain group of people, you tend to be doing what they are doing. You know, like for example, back then when I was like very young, I think like Sec 1, Sec 2, and then my close circle of friends were already started smoking, and I also started the habit. For you, living in that situation, have you ever gone through that phase where you are also have a lot of vices that is not really healthy in the long run? Yeah.
I mean, I also come from school, this neighborhood school lah. Very bad reputation.
Okay.
Yeah, so I also mix around. Around these people also. But I was actually always with the geeky crowd lah.
Okay.
So because I remember back then, Sec 1, Sec 2, I mixed around a lot with them. But then Sec 3 onwards, I realized that I need to work hard on my studies. So that's where I start to mix around with the more geekier crowd lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Not to say I abandon them, but for me, I want to be friends with everyone. There's always something to learn from everyone, right?
Yes.
So like even from these people who are going through these vices, right? They are great entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are great entrepreneurs. Just that if they channel their energy to something good, right, they are excellent. So
and they always have great ideas, right?
They have great ideas.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes like we parking, and sometimes we just talk about, I want to set up this business. That's a good idea, right? But sometimes they never act on it. But actually, when they do act on it, they are excellent. Yeah. Look at some entrepreneurs that you see right now. They come from maybe ex-convicts or whatsoever lah. But they're excellent influencers, entrepreneurs. Yeah. So sometimes maybe they channel the energy at the wrong thing lah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's good that you have been able to channel your energy on the right direction lah, from young lah. Because if you were to do it later, sometimes it's also quite difficult to pick up from the years lost.
Yeah. Also, another thing, like if I do these vices, my mom will rabak. It's cool, yeah.
Okay. Keserutan lah, kesebat.
Sebab.
Okay. Now, challenges from your business.
Yeah, on business.
Yeah. Just now you're talking about operations and finances. Very difficult to balance. What is the exact cost for this?
It's very funny. We are like literally on the same frequency. I wanted to ask him the question.
Okay. So like sales and operations is like chicken and egg lah. Yeah. So sometimes when sales are good, then you want to pick up operation. So you hire more people, then sales go down. Right. So sometimes also now 3 years into business, you are able to see the bigger picture already. Right. You understand there are seasonal changes.
Yes.
Right. So sometimes June holiday, not a lot of people here, right? Holiday and all, right? And sometimes people, consumer behavior, you start to see that, some people only come to try chikis when we've changed our flavors, right? And then some people maybe they try other brands because waiting time too long. Then maybe they come back to chikis. So there's a lot of it's a lot of factors lah. I was talking about sales. Now operation, like how much can you produce and all. So like if you gain more manpower, you have more overheads to pay and everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's always chicken and egg lah. And in terms of our operation, to make a chicken, right, it takes about 3 days. Yeah. Okay. So to marinate and to tenderize and everything, it takes quite a long process. Yeah. So
you do it from home, right? So home based business, right?
Last time we were home based, but now we have a
central
shop,
kitchen.
Central kitchen already.
Okay.
Yeah. So operation. So there's a lot of tiny details. So like freezer, how you position your chicken. If you position the chicken differently, then you're able to store more and everything. Yeah. So maybe add 50 more kilos in that freezer. So these are the tiny details that we learn throughout the way. And we took more machines to help us also. In terms of sales and marketing, sometimes like I mentioned, it's seasonal, and Yeah lah, that one.
Who are your main clients? Like what kind of profile are they?
Okay, we go through a lot of profile. Like back then, home-based business, we a lot of students.
Okay.
Yeah, because our pricing was dirt cheap last time.
Okay.
But then the thing is, chicken, right? Their price increased like crazy, especially during the Malaysia ban.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So then the price never go down. Yeah. So we lost half of our customers back then. And then we start to see our customer profile change to people like 30 years old and above.
Okay.
Like I said, Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram. yeah. So we start to see our demographics change, and a lot of things change lah. The spending power. Then we start to see the addresses, more condos and landed.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So we start to see people who are able to spend more buying our chicken lah. Yeah.
Because I mean, this is an outsider's point of view. Meal prep has always been seen as a luxury. Yeah, that's why a lot of people, especially those living paycheck to paycheck, they won't actually look into this. Yes, I mean, what I find is your prices are really affordable. 200 for I think 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks supply or something like that.
No, actually, $65 you can get for 1 month already.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, the 3 kilo one.
3 kilo yeah, can 1 month supply already. Yeah. 3 weeks lah.
maybe because of my
3
size lah. but yeah, even if it's $200, I think it's a fair amount, because one time you go to a fast food chain, it's already like $10, $12, $15. But if you divide like a $200 subscription over 28 days, that is how much, Hanafi? I'm Malay.
What was the number again?
200 divided by 28. That is basically about $7.
Yeah, ish.
$6-7 per meal lah.
Yeah, you can count what Malay.
Yeah. So I really feel it's really affordable, and especially it's something healthy. Yeah.
I think because Singaporeans, right, they have such a nasi padang, right? So they
It's like $12-15 nowadays.
yeah. So but now I see things are shifting already. Yeah. Meal prep is becoming. Back then meal prep wasn't that popular lah.
Yeah.
Back then it was bekal kerja. Yeah, tingkat.
Oh, tingkat.
Yeah. Meal prep was very expensive last time. Like I remember, I won't mention what company lah. But then back then it was like $10 to $15, $10 to $20.
Yes,
Very expensive.
correct.
Yeah. But now, even for traditional bentos, it's getting much more affordable already. You see a lot of home-based business starting out as an option lah. As for chickies, we just sell the chicken breast, we marinate for you and everything. We make it more convenient, and we also make it affordable lah. So sometimes we say $65.99 for 3 kilos. People like terkejut. It's expensive lah. Why I'm buying $70 worth of chicken, right? But when you explain to them, no, $65 can get you 15 servings. Then they start to break it down, and okay. Then people who see the value, they will buy lah. Yeah. So that's why right now, sometimes people comment expensive. I mean, you see a lot in our videos lah.
Okay.
Expensive lah. Then when I explain to them, then they buy. Then they are faithful customers until now lah. So sometimes I think they don't understand. Yeah.
We go back to with regards to your the challenges that you're facing right now. What are your plans to resolve this issue?
Their production.
Whether it's production or manpower retention, because I think when there's no demand and then you have high overhead because of a lot of manpower, there's also an issue, right? Do you like cut down manpower? Do you instead hire more part-timers? Like, what exactly have you been doing?
Right now, we've been trying to increase our sales.
Okay.
So we are really working aggressively on our TikTok shop lah. Yeah. So more affiliates coming help us, resellers and all. What I learned from other companies, their resellers are very strong, right? Then I'm trying to push this community of resellers to sell my product lah for me. Yeah. So this is a thing that I'm trying to do. Then when the demand gets high, actually, I much rather have a production problem than a sales problem. Sales problem damn scary.
Yeah.
Right. So like, why nobody buy today?
Yeah.
That one is much more scarier, no? Then like receiving a lot of orders, then the production cannot keep up. The production issue is very easy to fix. Okay, I just hire lah. Yeah, manpower, kitchen helper to help and do this lah. And can slowly expand. But then, yeah. So right now, sales I realize is always fluctuating because there's a lot of competitors come in. I've seen them, and they're also very strong. So right now, for me, it's a marketing battle right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to do a quick shout out, guys, which will also help Chickies with the sales. If you guys actually go and check, please feel free to sign up for TikTok affiliate in the TikTok shop. You guys can get like $6.82 per sale on the $62.
Yeah.
3 kg.
Wow, 10% I give them.
I give them 10%.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get 10%, guys.
Yeah, that's why.
One of our affiliate earn about $100 a week now. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's passive income for them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. $400 come in.
I think you should work with fitness instructors.
Yeah, working with them.
Oh, you're working with them already.
So they are very happy with the side income. Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Okay. Any other ways that you are channeling your sales through?
I share my competitor listen. But
I mean, affiliates is nowadays very common. Yes, a lot of people are still not doing because why are people not doing affiliate programs?
They don't believe in it, and then that's one. Secondly, they are not sure whether people will come on board as an affiliate. But he is good because he's already right there.
Yeah.
He's already done it, whatever he's supposed to do.
So I mean, back then I also had that thoughts. Yeah.
Really?
Why if nobody come sell my chicken?
Yeah.
Right?
But once you have a good fan base like what Chicky has, when you look at the reviews, it's like solid, guys.
Yeah, correct.
Right. He has like 11.6k followers. He's already sold on the TikTok shop. How long has your TikTok shop been?
It's only been
quite recent, right?
Yeah, I think last year August like that.
Somewhere. So it's been almost 1 year, but he has already sold over 1,000 from the TikTok shop alone.
So alhamdulillah,
So what other thoughts you had before you actually open up to affiliate?
Right now, I mean, I spoke to Hanafi before. I'm just experimenting paid ads now. I mean, back then I was working on mostly organic, but now with more capital, more money to spend, I'm like, okay, let's try advertisements.
Okay.
So
Your competitors are on Facebook and they are on Instagram because these are my age group, right? They want to target these people. To them, it's like these are the people with money. They're not on TikTok. They're not young kids. They have money to buy my products. So this is one of the challenges that you're trying to counter as well.
But TikTok shop also they have a lot of I mean the 30 years old age group also. My TikTok shop sales are catching up to my IG sales actually. At first TikTok shop is like only it wasn't that most of my revenue comes from IG. So TikTok shop was very small. Then I noticed suddenly the sales increase on TikTok shop. So now I starting to really aggressively do TikTok shop, and I find now it's really going to match my IG sales already.
How long did it take? Since you started, is it?
I mean August when I started, it was still very small only like drips and pieces. But then when I start to realize that TikTok shop can be the next thing, it was when in April like that.
Only this year.
Recently only. I'm like, suddenly my TikTok shop like increasing. And then I also look, because a lot of people have this stereotype of TikTok. Like, this is all younger Gen Z. But it look like the companies on TikTok, right? That in supplement companies. Youngsters won't buy supplement one, but they have a lot of sales over there. So when I look at these companies who serve the older market, like maybe let's talk about e-bikes, right? The older market, right? They are doing successful. It just I think it's picking up at TikTok already. People who are able to spend, and more people tell me that they see me on TikTok rather than IG.
Like me.
Same. I mean, I only got to know of you like I think late last year or early this year.
That's why I thought I only know about your business.
So when you mentioned just now Chickies have been around for 3 years, I was actually quite surprised.
Likewise, bro. I literally had the discussion with him just before the podcast. We talk about it.
So interesting. Like on the first few years of Chickies, we only do IG. We only started aggressively doing IG in 2022, end of 2022.
But at that point of time, what was your strategy for your IG?
Back then it was influencer. So we did influencer marketing. But then we realized we are at the mercy of their whims lah.
Yeah.
So we didn't have good personal branding to the brand. So whenever they do want to promote, then we no sales lah, that one. So what we realized is we have to build our own organic content. And we first started out with those TikTok trends lah back then. Then I ventured into TikTok. Oh yeah, I remember. IG. The reason why I ventured to the last strike I had was I ventured to TikTok, right? It's because I got banned on IG.
Oh, okay.
So I remember I got banned like maybe a few weeks.
So what was the reason why? What's the ban
I
about?
don't know. They accused me of spamming or what. I don't understand. Yeah. So I kinda banned.
This one is I think quite a few people report as spam. That's the reason why. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I mean, back then also I got a lot of haters lah. But then, yeah, I kinda there, and then the sales went down, and then we had to look for a way out lah. Okay lah, we go TikTok lah. We go TikTok, then we did TikTok trends and all.
Start dancing.
Got a few dance also. Got a few trends we did. The breast otai one. I'm not sure if you guys remember. And then a lot of TikTok trends lah. And then it pick up, and then but it doesn't stick lah. Yeah. So then I started to share my story. Yeah. Then that video got about almost 500,000 views. Yeah. So that was the end of 2022. Then I see, wow, this really did well lah. Yeah. So I started to tell more of my story. Yeah. Then I realized that sharing the story behind the brand, behind the scenes, is very effective.
Yes.
Yeah. At first I don't want to share lah. Right. I just sell my chicken. Right. Who want to know about me?
Yeah.
Right. Right. And also I won't segan lah. I don't want to share about my stuff. And then eventually I found out that doing this actually helps my brand lah.
Yep.
And people remember me. People remember me better because of my story that I share. Yeah. Okay. So and then also how many times can I make videos about how tender juicy my chicken is?
Yes. Yeah.
So
correct.
So I cannot do that all the time. So I supplement that content with what I'm going to lah. One thing like Gary V said lah, document, don't create lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was very powerful lah. That I keep that quote lah. Yeah.
Do you read Alex Hamozi's book?
The 100 million leads.
There's 100 million leads and 100 million offers.
I don't read, but I always watch his TikTok or Instagram lah. Yeah.
I would highly recommend you to at least also listen to the audiobook.
100 million offers.
He actually what's it called? Made it publicly free already from that Spotify audiobook that he actually did by himself.
Awesome.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
But it's just that a lot of people still don't know about it. But what you have shared is actually what he have taught.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So number one you did is organic reach. Okay. I'm sure the warm market part you have already done lah kan, to your family and friends whatsoever. Now we talk about the cold engagement. The cold engagements, you did the organic reach, and then the next step is what is it called? You create affiliates. Once these two is done, the next thing that you can focus on to scale is now what you are trying to focus on also, which is paid ads.
Oh yeah. It's a pyramid lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So unconsciously, and you have been doing what he actually shared.
Taught, yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
So I mean it's good. You are in the right direction.
Oh, okay.
I think it's with regards to paid ads, perhaps there might be a thing or two that you need to learn more before you can actually do it, because nowadays I think you have also realized that cost per leads on all the social media platform is getting much more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to say?
I think we take a break.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so guys, his TikTok has already surpassed his Instagram followers. So if you are still listening, quickly go to Instagram and TikTok. Go look out for Cheekies, CHEEKIES,
yes,
and follow him there. That being said, stay tuned for part 3. See you guys. Bye bye.